Ladies and gentlemen, boys and
said
girls,
rewind?
this is okay.
Oh, run it back.
Man,
Come on.
Rewind what Isaac said. Sorry, we interrupted Travis.
you just stopped this freight train. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Ramblin' Men. And today is going to be part 2 of running. So, as we've talked about before, we talked about different stuff with running, like the music we listen to, talked about the runner's high, the kick at the end of your run, different types of running with running in what?
Speak up.
Oh,
Speak
yeah,
up.
you're right. I
You
kinda
faded.
showed off.
You're important. Speak
Yeah,
up.
yeah, different stuff like running on hills or flat ground or pavement. So we're just gonna kind of continue with other topics of running. You guys want to start with? No, that's okay. So anyone want to? Well, I guess I could give us our next subtopic. Our next subtopic about running is goals. So with your running, are you trying to work up to a certain distance, or just trying to maintain cardio fitness throughout your life, or try to live to a certain age because of how fit you are? Just feel free to chime in if any of you have any. Sure.
Isaac, you raise your hand, go ahead.
You might have raised it in making fun of something else, but yeah, you raised your hand. Goals?
Yes, goals.
You may speak now.
Thank you, I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
You've been given the talking stick.
You've been given the talking stick. All right. What is the stick made out of?
Focus. Goals.
Hey, all right.
I don't know what that is. Don't think about it, just talk.
Watch it be like a cattle prod or something like that. Like,
Isaac's been given a mysterious stick.
It's one of my roommates.
I know what it is.
Okay.
It's a camera holder.
Oh,
It's a tripod, and then your
Oh, is that yours, Josh?
phone.
No.
Just,
Oh.
a lot of different goals, but this part of the year is more so maintaining a distance, maintaining more distance running, but maintaining my 2-mile time for the next Army fitness test, because there was one freaking person who was faster than me, one lady who was faster than me, and she only ran it 25 seconds faster than me, and so next time I have to solidify myself as the fastest runner in our battalion.
how fast is that for a 2 miles?
My time was 13:56, and her time was 13:25.
All right.
Yeah, and I didn't know the course. She did. I had nobody in front of me to lead me. It wasn't clearly marked. So next time the playing fields will be more we'll be running on a course that is super simple, like a straightaway. So it's we stopped twice. The sergeant who was running in the lead with me, where do we go? It's not clearly marked. We're looking, and we see half a mile down that way. Oh, there's another yellow marker. What?
Just thought of something
Between
somewhat related.
that and by the end of this year, I want to get a 30-mile race done.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Did you guys happen to get the text that I recently sent?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
Or if I got it, I'd probably missed it.
Okay. Hopefully it's sent, but I forgot to send you guys one of my
Dang.
one of my
All right, now.
I forgot to send you one of my workouts that I did a little while
Jeez
back.
Louise, man.
Yeah.
6 miles.
That's a little bit farther than your usual.
Yeah, so I just thought since we're doing a part 2 of running, I would
That's
share with you
fantastic.
guys that
Let's go, man.
That's
Let's
awesome.
go.
kind of set a
So
I'm kind of glad we didn't get that until right now, though.
Yeah, dude,
That's
that
even
was
better.
perfect time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping so.
For
So
those
what
who
you're
don't
s-
understand, we've been sharing different running times over text, and I would say most. I don't want to undersell you here, so correct me if I'm wrong. But most of the times that you've been sending us has been like a mile or two.
Mile or two, sometimes 3.1 miles.
Okay, all right.
Sometimes a 5K.
Okay, so I've probably missed a few of those and just not seen them. So to have a range of like 1 to 3 miles be the normal, and then all of a sudden you send us a picture of a 6.2
Doubling it.
that you just did, a 10K that you just
And
ran.
maintaining a faster time than his normal average.
That's really
Dang. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was surprised by that.
it's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's very good stuff. So that's cool. That's cool. I think that was really cool that we got to see that now
Yeah.
as we're talking about running.
Yeah.
'cause that is really good.
Yeah. I'm
All right,
excited
so-
to share that.
Isaac's goal is to pulverize a small woman.
Actually, I don't know
Run
what
faster.
I didn't see her because we were two separate iterations. So I ran, and then an hour later she ran,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Oh, she beat you." I was like, "What?"
Yo,
I didn't even
How dare
recognize
you.
the name. So it's like 'cause there's like I want to say 80 people in our
Yeah.
group. So it's like
Sure.
I mean, they know me because I'm the tallest one
Right.
there.
Everyone
I'm
can see
new.
you from wherever they are in the.
They're like, "Who is this?" Everybody's like, "Who is this?" Oh, he's new. He's the tallest one we have.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes.
All right. You can definitely tell the competitive spirit that you've got of like mentioning all of the reasons why she was 25 seconds faster than you.
Well, no, she didn't know the course either. So it was like
earlier in this episode, you said that she did. So
Oh, my bad. No.
So-
We none of us. There was only 2 people out of the 80 who knew the course, and neither of them had to run that day
of course not.
because they just
Everybody
got done. They just did a PT test the previous training
Yeah.
day, and I was like, next time we'll both know the course.
Yeah. 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 No, I'm rooting for you. That'll be good. You can.
I'll probably single her out and
We'll-
try to
we'll-
be like, hey,
we'll
can
make
we
medals
compete
for
next
you.
time?
So, do you have the option of running together, or is
I'll
it
just
is it just
specifically
solo?
ask my leadership, can I run, and the next time we do a PT test, can I run with your fastest? Then they'll play.
Mm.
I didn't even get her name.
Okay.
I don't, so like,
You're fine. You're fine.
they told me, but I was like, yeah, I don't have a whole lot of contact with this person because
Yeah.
I'm in a different platoon than, a different, platoon.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. That would be kind of cool though.
They put one of their,
because you guys are like technically you're on the same team, quote unquote,
Yes.
right? Like same
Listen.
group,
Yeah.
but no interaction yet. So it would be cool to put your
Correct.
fastest together to get like even faster.
Yes.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
because I smoked. So we've got first, second, and third platoon, and then we've got ops. Why they put one of their fittest, biggest guys in ops, it makes no sense to me. But when everybody else is out in the sucky weather, we get to sit inside a lot of the times. But yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Those are good goals. Very manageable. I feel like a lot of people, well, manageable is the wrong word. Very easy to know that you are succeeding. I feel like a lot of people make goals that are just the word better. And that's really hard to gauge if you're not actually looking for specific goals. Right?
I probably should have went first then.
Uh-oh.
Oh
I'm
no.
gonna top it up with
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I have like goals that I have except for like this one yearly race that I do. It's the Life Plan Hero Run, based in Michigan. We run in Niles. But yeah, I mean, I just make sure I can run that. And other than that, it's like, I do it because it helps me mentally to think through things and like, or if I am going through some hard things, I might just randomly run Like, even if it's at nighttime. I don't know. I just do it for my mental health a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
But also just staying in shape.
Yeah.
Not really to be better, but I do want to be better. And I have been increasing distances and speed, but I'm not. I don't know. I don't know if I could do more than a marathon. I want to do a marathon. I've done a half marathon, but yeah.
We'll have to do it together. That would be fun to do a marathon together.
Yeah. That would be.
I don't think that there's any problem with the goals that you just said. Like, you mentioned that, oh no, maybe I should have gone first. I think when I'm talking about doing better, people look at where they're at and they say, oh yeah, I need to get up to this other level. But it's kind of proverbial. Like, there's no actual, like, locked in physical place that they're like, yeah, I want to get to that. And so when they're setting that goal, it can be really frustrating because anytime that they feel like they're not making direct progress, they have nothing to fall back to and say, oh no, look, like, this is where my progress has been, right? Like, they just kind of go, oh man, it sucks. Everything's the same. It's not getting better. But what you're talking about, like, your goal isn't something very far in the future of, I want to reach this potential. I want to do more or accomplish this task. What you're doing is, I want to stay physically fit, and you're succeeding at that, and you're able to say that you're succeeding at that because you can still go out and run, right? And then the other side of it is that you're using running to process through things. And if the way that you see that that isn't working is that you just aren't processing things anymore, right? Like, when you have a mental health game that you got to work yourself through, realizing that there are things that help you with that game, and then actually going and doing it is accomplishing that goal, right? So I think for a lot of mental health games, it's, oh yeah, I need to go get sunshine, and then we stay inside and we watch a movie or something because we think that'll fix the problem. Or, oh yeah, I need to have some downtime. I've been working a lot. And then you go and sit for 2 minutes and go, while I'm sitting here, I could also type up this blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, you're missing that goal of mental health because you're not actually committing to the process that your body needs for that. So, like, you still have very noticeable goals and you're actually getting them, you know?
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I would say that those are still good goals. Like, you're accomplishing what you're hoping for.
Gotcha. That's helpful. Thank you.
Happy help. Always.
That's just part of me.
Do you want to go or do you want me to go? Dear host.
Your preference?
That's why I asked you!
I got a bad habit of doing that. I'll go. So,
go in line?
Okay, all right. Before you go, the movie, I think it's Jungle Book, the animated movie Jungle Book.
you know when that came out? I think that was when I had last seen it.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Well, there are these two like buzzards that look at each other in the movie, and they go, "So I don't know what I want to do. What do you want to do?" And the other one looks at him and goes, "I don't know. What do you want to do?" He goes, "What are you talking about? I already told you I don't know what I want to do." And they go back and forth and they like continue to do this, and whatever thing that they were planning on going and eating or doing just gets up and walks away. They're going back and forth so often that they're arguing back and forth saying, "I don't know, you pick what we're going to do." And I feel like I live through that in my own mind often, and I need to like get better at just be decisive, just go make it happen. Yeah. So
struggle.
when you did that so naturally, I was like, man, that must have been what it felt like. All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Even though I said I was going to go first.
Oh, you did say you were going first. I'm shutting up now. I'm quiet.
Go ahead, Trey. He needs a minute.
Breathe.
I was just going to say.
Oh, and by the way, no, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Unless you want to go first.
No.
Let's try the preference.
Oh, man. Gotta rein it in. So my goals, I think I haven't had a whole lot of like really, really specific goals with running. That 10K that I did, that was just kind of out of nowhere. I feel like it was just kind of like, I haven't done this before, and I think my previous distance record was like kind of a choppy, broken up 4 mile. And it was still a good run, but I wanted something that was like, consistent all the way through, start to finish, no stopping. So yeah, I was very glad to be able to do that. And I think other than that, I think another one of my goals is just being consistent, because I'm in my late 20s, so I'm not. It might be other things too, but I feel like age kind of plays a little bit of a role in like how much your cardio fitness regresses if you don't keep up with it. So I'm just trying to be more consistent so I can keep up on my cardio fitness as well as other ways of being fit.
Kind of just speaking off of that real quick, just noticing how well that translates to so many other things like endurance in like muscular endurance or muscular strength, or even like spiritual strength. Just all these things, you have to keep doing it to maintain your strength and get better. And like I just heard this recently about spiritual strength of like even doing little things here and there, like starting out small and doing a bunch of little things is better than like putting it off and then eventually doing a big thing to try to gain your strength. So like basically doing like starting out 10 minutes with God every day instead of like, I don't know, 30 minutes on the weekends or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Consistency matters
For sure.
across the board.
Amen, brother.
So you mentioned on how it applies in a lot of different elements. Mackenzie, my wife, as a nurse, she like goes through lots of different like trainings and stuff like that to keep her up to date about what's going on. And one of the things that she mentioned recently was that
He's back.
one of the things that she mentioned recently was that one of the recent cancer studies found that the highest factor among cancer survivors was their muscle mass.
I read about that.
So
Of course. Now he's sitting up.
the way that muscle mass interacts with like the muscle mass ratio compared to survivability in cancer is just something that people have suddenly gone, there seems to be a correlation here. Like, and I say suddenly, I mean, it's probably suddenly for somebody like me who's running into it the first time, but it's probably got like 10, 15 years of research that people are like, what are you talking suddenly? We've been living our life to figure this out. But yeah, apparently there's a decent correlation of the more muscle mass that you have, the more likely you are to survive treatment for cancer.
I should have looked into it, but I saw an article about like splitting cancer cells
Oh,
or something like that
interesting.
to cure cancer. Because there's a guy at the Screen Park that has got cancer for the second time now. And so he's been doing a lot of research, and he posted that. But
Maybe we'll do a scientific discoveries episode in the next season.
yeah.
Yeah.
Were you going to say something?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
All right.
My bad.
Goals.
No, you're good. You're good.
I got goals. Yeah, so my goals for running, I've got a couple. The one that is the most important is that I want to be able to run with my kid.
Yeah.
And
Amen, brother.
that's been one of the biggest reasons that I've gotten back into working out on the regular. That's one of the biggest reasons why I have fought hard to push my own limits and actually grow. It's also why I've bought equipment. It's not a lot of expensive equipment at this point. It's all just kind of basic, but it's stuff that I can grow into and stuff that I can do better with. And I want to be able to play with my kid. I never, one of the biggest things that stood out to me when I was going through things that I wanted for my daughter was this idea that I don't ever want there to be a time where she says, hey, pick me up. And I say, I can't. Like, if I'm tired and she's been picked up 100 more times, maybe we have a conversation about using our own legs. But I never want there to be a moment where I just can't anymore. And that requires a lot of endurance and being able to have the strength to do that throughout an entire day or an entire week of days. Where she's wanted that sort of attention. And eventually she's probably going to stop asking, but I'd never want her to stop asking because she looks at me and says, oh, well, I'm too big now. I can't be held like that. And it's like, nah, we ain't doing that. And so with running, I don't want my kid to ever feel like we stopped playing soccer or tag or whatever because I was just too winded and I couldn't keep going. Right. So that's probably the biggest one. And then more specific goals, things that I'm working towards on like just a personal level of running and Josh. I want really badly to run an 18-minute 5K. Like
Nice.
it's a decently brutal goal for a 30-year-old that has never gotten anywhere close to that.
Closer than me.
So as of right now, I'm still several minutes off of that from my fastest time. But the goal is to work my way up there slowly but surely and be able to accomplish that within the next few years. Because
How fast of a 1 mile is that?
six
That's insane.
flat.
Nice.
Yeah. So right now my fastest mile pace for a 5K has been 7:20. So really all I have to do is knock a minute 20 off per mile. But 6-minute miles are hot when it comes to running that long. So
When you and I were going, when Isaac and me were going up those
That was brutal.
up those hills, those hill sprints.
I would not have ran that fast if he wasn't right on my tail the whole time.
I was just trying to put this in
bro.
perspective. Like my watch said we were doing like a 4-minute mile, and like we were booking it, and like you want to say like a 5K, 2-minute mile slower.
We did like 40 meters up a hill, and
Yeah.
we were dead.
yeah.
I told him, I was like, if we do one more, I might throw up.
Yeah. So I have done what was it? Something, I think it was a 6:12 for a mile.
That's pretty good.
It was really good. I was pretty proud of it. But realizing that is got to do that times 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's an aggressive goal, and I understand that, and I know that it's not happening tomorrow. But that being said, that goal has also led me to be from January 1st of this year to May 1st of this year, I've shaved a minute 40 off of my mile time. Nice. So that wasn't even the total time. It was about 4 minutes, 4.5 thereabouts off of total time for a 5K.
Wow.
So
Nice.
yeah, consistency matters, because the big reason that I didn't have that was because I wasn't running a lot. I was running like once a week. before that time period. So being able to like actually focus in and run 2, 3, 4 times a week, that has made a huge difference. But that goal is still kind of daunting to see it. I think honestly in my heart I'm okay as long as the number starts with an 18. So if it's an 1830 or an 1845, it'll still count to me.
Right.
I don't need a 1759. But I want it to be something of an 18 something 5K.
Right.
That is the goal. So
I think my fastest 1 mile time was 5:50 something, and that was only because there were 2 people in front of me that I knew were the fastest in our whole company when we were training, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to hold this pace for very long, and they're like 1 mile, and they call it out 5 something, and I was like, these guys are probably pushing 4 because they're like half a mile ahead of me.
yeah, 4 is borderline Olympic speed.
Dude,
So
they both did sub 12 2 mile.
wow.
Yeah.
Still, if they're doing 4s, that's an 8-minute 2 mile.
Right, they didn't keep that pace up the whole time.
Yeah.
They only told us the first.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
So before I was talking about consistency, and I'm just realizing I was definitely preaching to myself too, because I feel like I might be one that runs the least. Not distance wise, but consistency wise. Travis is saying no, but
Travis just over here, nah, every time that Jake says something.
because you guys have been posting every time you run, and I like barely post. Like I did what I said not to do. Like oftentimes I just run 6 miles, and yeah, I don't run much. But and then Josh mentioned this goal. I'm like, shoot, maybe I should work at that too. Something to
Just leave it to the old man in the group to say, I want to run faster to inspire everybody else. There we go.
like, maybe this would be good for me and for you to have accountability and something for me to work at and be consistent at.
So you said your overall goal was to run a sub 18?
Technically sub 19.
Sub
It
19,
starts
okay.
with an 18.
Oh,
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So
But yeah.
I also found out that they're getting rid of the ball throw, and they're changing the 2 mile to a 3 mile.
for what?
The Army fitness test.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Didn't you say like a lot of people struggled with the ball throw? Or was
Yes, and it doesn't correlate to anything.
it? Oh yeah, that too.
Because there are
Agreed.
3 other...
Well,
It's a 10-pound behind the back medicine
Oh.
ball. I know.
That's so weird.
It's so goofy. Like, there are 3 other things that you have to do that correlate to things that you're actually going to be doing, and this is just extra. Get rid of the other 3 things if you're just going to have this.
Mhm.
Don't do all... But, anyways, what do I know?
I just thought of
A
like
lot, actually. Like, from past experience, you have a decent repertoire of knowledge.
I try.
so through.
Especially on the realm of physical health. So, yeah, I'd dare say a lot. Anyway.
My mind just thought of like different things you might throw over your head. Like I don't know.
There's a sidebar for us.
Yeah.
10
Like
pounds
some
of
explosives or something. Just like
Oh,
2 hand
10
throw it
pounds of
over your head.
dynamite.
What you should not do in the army.
Throw this grenade.
Make sure you're looking.
Throw some C4.
Make sure you're looking in the direction that you're throwing the explosives.
You have a small partner? Throw them over the fence. Oh, boy.
Small child.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
I mean, something 10 pounds, I guess. I don't know.
It's okay. There's a stack of hay on the other side of the fence.
I was going to say, neither of my children have weighed 10 pounds for a long time.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
They were almost 10 pounds when they came out.
Dang.
All right, what's next?
Great
master.
I kind of had like an order that I wanted going at first for these subtopics. But I want to jump to the least favorite running situation.
Least favorite running
So
situation.
I could start off just to kind of give us a sense of like what I'm kind of getting at. So it wasn't. I don't think it was the last 5K I did, but it was probably the second last 5K I ran. Apparently, I really should have used the restroom beforehand, and it wasn't number one. It was number two.
Oh no!
Yeah, and I think it was somewhere after mile 2. It really started to set in.
Oh,
Is that the one that you were late to?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, I don't know if any of y'all have ever ran while you really had to go number 2 before, but I really had to slow it down because
oh no.
the motion of running it's not the best for keeping everything in there.
No.
So yeah, I definitely sacrificed some time so that I could keep my same
For the better.
so I could keep my same outfit.
Unfortunately, I'm intimately familiar with this problem.
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
Long pause. We were all waiting for a story there.
Right.
Story.
4 stories.
Well, it was when we still lived at the apartment, and I was running, and I think we probably had it was when our diet sucked. We were eating party pizzas. We were eating
Party
pizza probably
pizzas.
3 times a week,
Oof.
and Taco Bell 2 or 3 times a
Oh
week.
no.
And so you can,
Oh no.
it was not like it was probably the worst. It was hot outside, and I was down by the river and by the apartment we were in, and I was probably 50 feet away from the Porta John. And I did not make it.
Buddy.
I did not make it. Just full on, yeah. First I thought it was just gas, and it was not.
That's how they get you.
Went in there, and suffice it to say, that pair of underwear stayed in that Porta John.
Luckily, I haven't had any of those instances. I've had some close, like a 10K that I think it was like mile 3. It got to scary point that I had to clinch and slow down. But I feel like one of my worst might have been a frigid 5K that I did recently. It was it the day before it rained, and so that morning it froze.
Yeah, it froze overnight. I was part of that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was this year's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the running was on roads, or like you'd have to go in the middle of the road so you didn't slip off the road, or you had to run in
And
the
like
snow.
it was so weird because it was just enough that everything was patchy. You could never just guarantee, oh yeah, I'm running on solid ice. Like I'm running on solid ground. Like it was all mixed in, and like half of it was black ice. You could barely tell before you actually hit it. Like,
Dude, that's why the tracker for the marathon that I ran is like all over the place, because all I was doing that whole almost 6 hours was just trying to find a path that was just solid ground. Because like it again, super patchy. You couldn't tell until your foot was on the ground. I'm like, dude, I was supposed to run on the track, but the one time the high school actually decides to use it on a Thursday, it's like you never use it ever on any of these days. Just the one time. Okay, yep, in February, makes sense.
yep.
Yeah, that race made me want to get or research like racing or like running spikes, because I heard a decent amount of people had some of those, but I think that was also the worst year it's been in a while. It's not usually that bad for the frigid 5K, but that was my first and possibly only one to run, especially because I and some of us might actually be running, like not running, but like
Organizing the
organizing the next one. But yeah.
Yeah. I mentioned it while we were at the race, but I greatly appreciated the multi-terrain races that I had before that. Because that taught me a lot about how to see good pathing. And I ended up passing a lot of people that they were kind of like running in a straight line the whole time, trying to stay stable. And I was like, I wouldn't touch where you're running at all, you know? But like, if you have no experience with that, like if you, especially if you're used to training just on conditions that are reasonable, you know, like even if you're going out in the rain, even if you're going out in snow, like the course being an ice skating rink is not something that you're going to want to go train on. And if you see it normally, if it's not a race day, most people aren't going to be like, yeah, I'm going to do it anyway. Right. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. I was very appreciative of that. I will say the running poops are tough for sure.
Getting the runs.
Yeah.
Got something to tackle.
Running through icy situations are definitely difficult.
Just barely skating by.
Figuratively.
I think my personal worst though is extreme heat.
That's rough.
I grew up in Oklahoma, and so I am fairly used to hot weather. But I remember one time I was running at my grandparents' place where they live on the southwestern side of Texas. And so they're like an hour from the Rio Grande. Right? Big Bend National Park is a place that my grandfather like has helped build trails. Like they're that close. And so I remember one day I was running and it was like 112 degrees.
Dang.
And I was like, this is stupid. I should not be doing this. But at that point, I was already about a mile out and I was like, I've got good water because I knew it was hot. And I'm on a dust trail, so like I don't really need to worry about like the asphalt like superheating and you know being a danger to me.
Yeah.
But like it was just miserable and like completely dry heat too. And people make fun of the phrase like humidity makes a big difference, but it really makes a huge difference when you're actually like sweating to try and cool down and your sweat doesn't go anywhere. Like it doesn't evaporate. It doesn't cool you down at all because so much moisture in the air, it has nowhere to go. And so this was a dry heat. And so I was sweating and I was getting a little bit cooled off, but I got down to the end of the little mountain that they lived on. And I was going to run on the road for all of like a quarter mile to complete my distance. And as I was running, I was squishing into the pavement.
Oh no.
Because the asphalt was that hot, it was actually melting underneath my shoes.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I like, as soon as I felt like I'd figured out what I was feeling and realizing like what was going on, I got off the road. And I think thankfully like I didn't melt through my shoes. But like had I stayed on there too much longer, I'm pretty sure it was hot enough that I would have gone through. Just because other people have talked about like it's possible to melt even tires at certain temperatures with the roads. And like I remember squishing into it and like it was not stable. And that moment I was like, oh, okay, all right. Like,
Oh, here we go.
I'm not a huge fan of running on snow because it like squishes in. It's a little slick. That's fine. I can deal with that. But the bigger issue is the crunch sound for me. Like I just can't do it. I hate it so much. And so people are like, oh yeah, I go out and take lovely walks in the snow. And I'm like, man, dude, I slam my feet in the ground. Like I do not want to hear any of this like crumply nonsense from the snow. But that was probably the worst that I felt, actually, like pushing into the ground and the ground just saying, nope, I'm going to give way now. Bye. It's like, oh, jeez. So, yeah. No, I don't want to run on that anymore.
Yeah.
I think the worst. Sorry.
You good?
The worst conditions I ever ran in was, or my, like the just funniest thing was I was running on the trail down by the river, but I was at Plum Park and it was raining. I was still at the apartment, but there are certain places where it gets like mossy on the sidewalk, and you like.
I know what's coming.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna step over here. It seems like I don't want to step in the puddle of water. I take a step and I slide like 3, just yoink. And then I stayed. I just stepped because the shoes that I had were decent shoes, but I had worn the tread off, so it was just flat, like
Racing slicks.
yeah, basically racing slicks, and I just go. Whoosh, and there's a mailman standing like right there, and he's just laughing because like I didn't fall. It's like Looney Tunes. Like I go to take my left foot, I put it down, and I as soon as I just stand there, I'm like, whoa.
Little surfer emoji as you like go by. Yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Another thing I got is what's your guys' thoughts about like running? I guess we talked about it a little bit with like winter weather, but like what's your guys' thoughts about like running in the rain? Because personally, I like running in the rain. It's a nice way to cool yourself off. Other people might not like it for certain reasons, but I wanted to hear you guys' thoughts on what's your thoughts on like if it starts raining when you're already running, or if it's like raining when you decide to start your run, like
when I run, if I'm running in crappy weather, a lot of times it's like I'll get up and I'm like, dude, I do not want to run out here. That's exactly why I should be doing this. So I'll go out and do that specifically. I'm not planning to run in the rain, but I used to really hate being wet or cold or hot. Just super uncomfortable. Always hated being wet. Always hated, like, any time in the rain, I'd be like, get this off me. And so, like, just going out of my way to, like, okay, I need to be outside in this uncomfortable weather, uncomfortableness, just because if not, then it just, I can't let being just rained on show my son and my daughter that, oh, my dad doesn't like being in the rain. He like flinches and like that level of weakness. It's not like, okay, so some people just don't like being wet. That's different. But just being being unable to do a task because you're uncomfortable because of something that small is unacceptable in my book. I still don't like it, but just getting used to being that level of uncomfortable, it goes away after a while. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to be wet for a little bit. You'll dry off eventually. Okay, it's 30 degrees outside. I should probably go for a run because if we have a fitness test or if we do anything outside in the wintertime, you can guarantee there's like a formula. You can add 3 minutes. It's 1 to 3 minutes to where the person lives to their 2 mile time based upon the weather of so like when we did it, we had people that had never run in the snow. Their 2 mile time added 3 minutes. The farther south you go, the closer to 3 minutes to your 2 mile time you get when you run in the wintertime. The farther north you are, given some people don't ever train in the winter, so they're just like, I don't know how to run on this. I run on snow, I run on ice, like I make a habit of doing that regularly. So then if it does happen where for some weird reason they don't have the facility to do our little test in the building and we have to do it outside in the cold, okay, I'm used to this. This is not anything out of the ordinary. It definitely takes some getting used to running outside in the cold, and you learn to like how not to like burn your insides with how cold or how hot it is. But yeah,
just using some of that, what you said about being uncomfortable and being okay with that, just makes me think of I just came from a VBS training and we just talked about that, kind of just that saying like get used to being uncomfortable, because that's how the kids at VBS will feel, is a lot of them will be uncomfortable with all this noise and all this stuff happening, and they want us leaders to feel that way. Just there's going to be some things you have to do, and just in general in life, there's a lot of things in the Christian life, and if we're living comfortable all the time, then nothing good's going to come out of that. There is like times for comfortability and silence and solitude, but a lot of times growth happens from being uncomfortable, and yeah.
It's good stuff.
But yeah, also just going along with that question, I kind of feel the same way, like running in cold or rain. Like once I commit to it, I can do it, but or like if I have a device that's not good in the rain, then I'm not okay with it. But other than that, yeah, I don't mind running in the rain.
I think my favorite time running in the rain was with you and Ty. I did like the last mile and a half
Yeah.
barefoot.
Shoot, yeah.
Because it was over by the country club, so it's
Yeah.
like super clean. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't have to really worry about watching too much. It's raining heavily, so any garbage is more than likely going to get washed away. If I see some, I can run in these nice lawns.
Yeah. Basically on a golf course, yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yep.
How about you?
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. It's often easier for me to go out and run if it's raining.
Mm.
Yeah. So now, torrential downpour will make me second guess that statement.
Maybe some lightning too.
Yeah, I've done that. Not wise, but I've done that.
Just don't go running in a field when it's lightning.
I think if it's light rain, it's very easy for me to enjoy it. If it's torrential and I've already started running, like if I'm already in the middle of running and then a big wave of rain all of a sudden hits, that's fun for me. Like I just take it and run with it. But I think the weather overall, I just really like that weather. It's just really, really, I guess comfortable is the right wording, but I think more so like on a deeper level, I think it's just mentally calming for me. I prefer not a lot of bright colors outside. Not to be a drab person, but like it's just less input for my eyes, you know? Yeah, and my eyes already function really weird with color. So when there's a gray sheet over everything, it just kind of lowers the saturation levels of everything in the area. And so the overall mentality for me is just a little bit more peaceful and a little bit more calm. And it helps me focus a lot better. So, yeah, I like rain. It's a good one.
That was a really cool answer. I like that.
Just another quick story, just about running in the rain. Just makes me think of back to the days in high school and middle school playing soccer in the rain.
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
Like sometimes, especially being goalie, I did not like that. Especially when you have gloves that are not waterproof.
Yeah.
And it just makes your gloves floppy and useless. Not useless, but not as nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't like that, but yeah.
To go off of your soccer in the rain stories, I don't know if it wasn't like high school soccer or anything, but it was like a pickup game of soccer with this Christian organization, and it was since it was a pickup game, you have varying experienced players. Some people who just tried soccer for the first time, and other people who can easily kick it across the field, and it was just fun to experience playing soccer in the rain, because in a way it levels the playing field to an extent. Like the guy that can dribble it in his sleep, the guy that can dribble the soccer ball in his sleep, he would dribble it and it would hit a big puddle and stop. it would throw him off so much.
You thought.
Yeah, and he would kick it and it would be like a ball that would be sailing through the air. And I imagine he would expect it to like hit the ground and bounce and roll a little bit, but it would hit a mud puddle and just stop right there. So just how like rain and
so you're talking like a lot of rain.
Yeah, it was a downpour.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it was just fun to see how like the environment changing kind of throws some people off, but also gives other people
Yeah.
a little bit more of a fighting chance with.
It's also such a
playing
bonding
soccer.
experience.
Yeah,
like
it was a really cool experience.
the difference between just playing soccer and playing soccer in the rain, like
Right.
it makes story happen.
Yeah,
you know, like I remember we went down to the country of Colombia, and while we were first getting situated, like day 1 or 2 of our little trip that we took, the Colombians that were there that wanted to engage with us the most, they were like begging and pleading for us to go play soccer with them. And I had played soccer. I enjoyed soccer. I knew I was going to get smoked by these kids that were like, you know, literally half my age, but it's fine. It's fine. And so we went out to a tiny field nearby, and we decided to play for a little while, and it started raining, and it was a simple average rain, like nothing spectacular, but the camaraderie that was built with us being completely soaked after an hour in the rain,
Yeah.
kicking this ball around, trying desperately to get it through the soaking field to get it more than 5 feet per kick. It was a blast. It was great. And it was something that was different, but we were all committed to enjoying the different, right?
Yeah.
It made a far better story. So,
Kind of going along that track. I kind of had a similar story, but I don't know. I don't feel like explaining it because it's kind of the same story, but in Ethiopia, it was just like we were playing outside with kids in Ethiopia, and somewhere inside, somewhere outside, and I was playing soccer with some kids, and it started to rain, and most people started to go inside, but like I looked at some kids, and without using language because I didn't understand them, like we just kept playing in the rain. It was a downpour, but we had fun and made a memory out of it.
yeah. So, we're at 53 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
That is all I prepared for this episode.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
All
have
right.
have other subtopics that I definitely don't mind if they go into the recycling bin, so to speak.
I have tiny points, but also
Throw us your point.
one of them was just a story of running a half marathon for the first time and just learning that sugar helps, and Isaac said even like Skittles or something.
Dude, Skittles are my favorite running snack.
I don't know what I did wrong. What?
So to clarify, you mean like eating sugary snacks while you're running?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like I did something wrong here. But I just put Skittles in a Ziploc bag and put it in my pocket, and they basically melted.
I didn't know they could melt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like I was just reaching in my pocket for like a glob to eat near the end.
Skittle soup.
But I'm like, yeah, another fun memory of like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should freeze them next time.
Yep. It can help with the melting problem. Then you get a jawbreaker problem.
I mean, they'd probably melt somewhere. in
Eventually, right. Yeah.
But-
for sure. So, as we wrap up, like we've gone through a lot on running. Like this is 2 hours of talking about running,
between.
right?
I have two other small points.
Oh, okay.
Do we
Yeah.
need to do running part 3?
No.
I'd be okay with ending with part 2.
Another small part was just running alternatives. I think I may have mentioned this in the previous one. Just how like some people don't like to run because it can be hard on your body, especially long term. I mean, there's definitely people in their old age that run for their whole lives, but just talking about running alternatives and what I've seen and what you guys have seen. Like a lot of times in South Bend, I'll see people doing like cross country skiing, but on like
Mhm.
rollerblade type skis.
Yeah, those are really interesting.
Or
My dog
like
hates those.
what?
My dog hates
Oh,
those.
yeah.
Every time they go by, she tries to like hardcore investigate / attack. And I'm like, no.
I meant she's tried them.
Yeah.
I have seen a dog on a one wheel before. So
Oh,
it's like
wow.
a hoverboard.
Wow.
It's pretty popular dog on I think Facebook. It like knows how to use a one wheel.
That's
And
pretty
it
cool.
just follows its owner on his one wheel.
Nice.
But
Bikes is the big one for
Yeah.
me. Like every time I'm out running on our trail, it bikes everywhere. So, and then yeah, it's a lot healthier for knees.
mhm.
I mean, the science is hard to refute in that respect. Like runners versus bicyclists, like time and time and time again. The problem is that people are running and not taking care of themselves, or they are taking care of themselves, but their bodies are built in particular ways that it just wears it out faster, or it's harder on them, whatever the case. Bicyclists don't seem to have that. Like, you can bike pretty much as you want, and it won't break you.
Mhm.
And yeah. So I see a lot of bikes, and I think that's a great alternative for a lot of people. I do think that needs to be done intentionally if you want to make it a workout. So going on a leisurely stroll on the lowest setting on your bike for like 20 minutes is not going to cut it. If you
Yeah.
want to make it a challenge for you and like actually, well, I shouldn't say challenge for you because I don't know where everybody's at, but if you want to grow on a physical level, improving on muscle growth, oftentimes it will need to be a bit more intentional than just whip the bike out and ride around the hood for a little while. Like,
Done that.
yeah. And that's fun. That's great. And that's getting outside and you're still getting exercise like that. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But, the goals that we're talking about with running, if you really want to improve on a physical level, you should have some sort of goal when you're doing that on a bike as well. Because just sitting there is not going to be... It's not going to succeed at the end result that a lot of people want out of quote-unquote working out. So, yeah. Any other alternatives, guys?
Going upstairs backwards.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
That's a training mechanism for running.
I feel like I need to
Well,
wear
it puts
helmet
stress on
for-
your knees in the same way that the bicycle does.
I feel
So
like I
it's
need-
like less, like it strengthens your knee in the same way that it's not identical, obviously, but stepping up the stairs backwards.
Sorry, guys. I'm making Isaac stutter because I'm glaring at him.
Do you mean like at a walking pace?
Yeah.
Okay, that
yeah.
sounds fun.
Not
So,
running.
like, no.
I was like,
Speed run.
Some people are built different, okay?
I need to wear a helmet if I'm gonna sprint.
No.
So
Stairs
if you look at the American athletes, American Olympians, every single one of them who ever had knee problems, who got out of it, the top 3 trainers, they all have them do that same thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Go up and down the stairs. It stretches your knee in a way that and like it's a perfect warm up. It's low impact because you're not gonna run up and down the stairs backwards. You're gonna go up the stairs slowly, going backwards because you're going up the stair, going on a treadmill. Have you guys seen any of the knees over toes guy? His exercises
I've heard you talk. I think I've seen
Dude.
a little. No, I've seen a little bit. I think. But yeah.
just on the treadmill backwards. I've started seeing so many people that are like, I've got friends at the gym, acquaintances at the gym, who they're like, man, I've always got like, I'll run next to them for a little while and just chit chat and be like, dude, my knee's killing me. I was like, did you try running back? Like, not running backwards, but put it incline, do treadmill. And they're like, well, what will that do? I was like, just try it. These people are doing it, and they say it's, and this is the paper if you want to read it. And they're like, dude, it worked.
Yep.
Just because when you run, sometimes the way that the two bones press down on each other when everything's not warmed up, I hurt the front of my meniscus because when I'm not warmed up, when I don't stretch, I slam on the front of it, and it's like it's so loose sometimes it slides forward, like it is just uncomfortable on the front. If I warm up with that, going up and down my stairs backwards, or going down frontwards and up backwards, warming up like that, don't have that problem.
Question. Can I do that on my 2 steps behind us?
You could. Yeah.
Sissy squats might be more beneficial,
Gotcha.
Or,
but
I mean,
it's just
Find-
up and down,
find
up
a-
and down, up and down.
find a handicap ramp.
Yeah,
That'll do it too.
Okay.
So, like, I mean, any government building will have one of them for sure. And then most other businesses should because of code and law. But, yeah.
There's a lot of staircases up and down the river.
Yeah. If you find a long enough one, just doing a ramp is going to do the same thing.
Mm.
So you don't actually need a whole bunch of stairs. And the stair size actually does make a difference per person. So the reason that that works so well is because it's stretching the ligaments behind the knee. And the way that the pressure is applied throughout the leg is different and safer for your leg to actually build up the muscles to experience running. So when you're running, it's using the same muscles as what you do for this exercise, but if they're not built up right, they're not supporting well, and that's why people get injured. And so this ramp or stair method is you're basically shoving backwards, and it's causing the same force, but without as much impact and without as much risk, because you're setting how fast you're going instead of the pace that you're running, or even impact velocity to the ground. You're just taking it and saying in reverse, basically strengthening the muscles to get used to what's going to happen when you're in full stride.
Nice.
Yeah. So the reason that I gave you the cute little what are you talking about, Claire, is because the bike and this exercise often do very, very different muscle groups. And so I have not heard of it personally, of it doing the same thing. But the reason that that is so effective is because it's slowing the whole process down, and being able to push backwards is being able to develop differently than if you're just trying to run it. So that's the only reason, because I was like, that's kind of like this is one of those topics that I've bumped into a lot and have seen a lot of good success, but I've never heard it be associated with the same muscles as bike. But that's okay. Doesn't matter. But that's why my face. I wanted to justify my face. But yeah, it's a cool thing. I've seen a lot of people use it and have great success with it. I've used it a couple times for primarily as like what Isaac was talking about, like a warm up or a cool down. I've not done it long term for trying to see results out of it, but it's good.
So I started using weighted vest and highly debatable elevation training mask. And sometimes at the same time. I say highly debatable because a lot of people say the elevation training mask doesn't work, but I feel like for me it does, just thinking about it like lifting weights for your lungs, basically. So what it does is it simulates like different elevations by restricting certain amount of air passage through the mask. So my family has made fun of me for it as well. They're like, just put a regular mask on, let me duct tape your face or something. I'm like, well, that's not as easy to control and to calculate, but I like my mask because it's easy to wear, it's comfortable, but it also restricts my breathing and makes training better for situations like wearing a like wearing a mask at the scream park that's heavy and restricts my breathing a little bit. So I want to train for things like that.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
yeah.
2 hours of conversation about running, and there's plenty more that we could probably have.
Yeah,
Right, like
I
if we're
cut some
just
stuff.
if we're just talking about the overall A to B topic of running, there's probably a lot more that we could hit.
I think I'm gonna have to make a sidebar of running in the future.
I could probably add to that sidebar with some
I
ice
mean,
bolt.
as long as it's less than an hour. Sidebar.
Okay. All right. Bring it in. Bring it. in.
Okay. So on that note, go touch grass
Or if you like
I
running
mean-
on pavement
or go.
or sand.
So here's the reality of the situation though. Somebody's gonna come and listen to this podcast and have no desire to run, no interest in running. Maybe they're still willing to get to this part of us talking about running.
If they're still listening.
Maybe they love us. Maybe that's the case.
If you're still listening, it doesn't have to be running.
That's why we talk about
Right, that's the
alternatives.
alternatives.
Yeah.
But
Be- yeah.
the majority of this has been about running. And I think it's worth asking the question, why? Why do we have 2 hours of conversation about running? Why is that something that is so near and dear to us? Like, if you can sum it up in 2 sentences, why is running important?
I think it's not just about running, it's about desiring to improve on your current state and setting goals, knowing that us as humans, we have like infinite, maybe not infinite, but extraordinary possibility to improve and better ourselves in different ways. Like, it doesn't even have to be fitness. It is good to be fit and take care of your body, but just to realize where you're at right now, you can, bring yourself into a better place if you put your mind and body to it.
I feel like I'm very close to that description. I'm very similar. Like, running started off as something that I did for a class, and it has turned into a way that I can keep a healthy lifestyle and improve both mentally and physically and reach the type of person that I'm really trying to be. It helps me stay determined. It's a physical thing that I can see results from. And at the end of the day, really, the goal is like what I said earlier. Like, it's for a purpose. And that purpose is a better life with my wife, a better life with my kid, and being able to represent control of my body well as Christ has called me to.
Amen, brother. Just real quick add on, I feel like another big purpose is being outside and just seeing nature.
Comes from that beauty podcast that you were listening
That's
to.
what I was thinking about, yeah.
I know where that's from.
And yeah. I could keep going, but I don't think I should.
Fair enough. Any ad? Okay. All right. Well, you were talking about a phrase that you want to throw out.
The what?
What do you want to toss out there for our people to wrap up this one? What's your commissioning sentence?
Oh. Sorry, I was looking for it because being put on the spot, I forgot for a second, but
That's understandable.
yeah. Ramble on, friends.